and white and creamy, different colors of the actinomycete. They are very high number. And here, when I tested them on the ACC medium, you can see here, some of them, they cannot grow. There is no indication at all. So you see this microbe, they cannot produce the ACC deaminase, but this one is producing ACC deaminase in high amount compared to this one because the bacteria here is sporulating. You can see here the bacteria or actinomycete are sporulating here in these 4 places. There is no growth here, only this one very weak growth. And here very weak growth compared to no growth here. So this is a very good indication that you can use this medium amended with ACC to test the ability of your microbe if it's producing the ACC or not. So out of 80 isolate, we obtained 44 isolate with different variation. Then I took these 44 isolate and I went to the spectrophotometric technique and I found different variation here. You can see isolate number 41 was the best isolate which produced the highest level of ACC inside my culture. This is a test in order to see my actinomycetes tolerance because I need to apply a bacteria or actinomycete in the soil which is producing ACC in high level, and in the same time it should be tolerant to the heavy metal, otherwise it will be killed after 1 day in the soil. So you can see here we have some bacteria which are very good tolerant, and you can see here they are producing even violet spores or brown spores. They are growing well in the presence of toxic chemical, and they are producing spores as well compared to very weak one or no growth here or no growth there. So out of the 44 isolates, we choose actually the best 3 isolates which can tolerate high level of nickel chloride, cadmium chloride, and cobalt nitrate, and they are very good tolerant bacteria. We identified them, and all of them were belonging to the Streptomyces species, and we are in the progress now of identifying them into species level using the 16S ribosomal RNA analysis. This is under the microscope. You can see the spiral. You can see the spiral shape of spores, which is the characteristic of the actinomycetes, which is common soil bacteria. This is the experiment under notobiotic condition. You can see here that this is number 1, which is the control, 2, 3, and 4, which is the soil without any bacteria, and 5 and 6 and 7, it is the soil which contain my actinomycetes with the contaminant, with the pollutant. Here in number 5 we have cobalt, number 6 we have nickel, number 7 we have cadmium. You can see here the root length was even much better than the control because these bacteria produce auxins which promote root growth and also produce cytokinin and gibberellins. In the same time also, if we see the shoot length also here, number 5, 6, and 7 is better than the control and also better than the treatment which contained the contaminant alone. This means this microbe is actually producing something which is beneficial to the plant and make the plant grow better in this condition. They produce more root and more shoot. This is the root fresh weight, same story and same result here. Under heavy contamination of the soil, you can see the microbe is capable of producing very high root fresh weight compared to the treatment which does not include the bacteria. Same also for the fresh root, fresh shoot fresh weight. Greenhouse inoculation study. So this result was actually from the notobiotic experiment for only 2 weeks. But for the longer experiment inside the soil under greenhouse condition for 4 to 5 weeks, we got also a very similar result. You can see here also the the root length in the treatment 5, 6, and 7 in the soil in the presence of nickel chloride, which was better than the control and of course much better compared to the treatment which does not include the bacteria and include only the toxic chemical. This is the root length, this is the story of the shoot length, same result, story of the root fresh weight, same result, and story of the shoot fresh weight, which is also giving us the same result. You can see here, this is the corn plant on the left-hand side, in which my plant is growing in a mixture of actinomycete plus nickel chloride, and here you can see nickel chloride alone. You can see the toxicity here, the plant is very, very low chlorophyll, and you can see the stress here. You can see the red color in the plant, and you can see the more green chlorophyll and the more fresh shoot weight here. You can see here different, these are, I'm using here a special corn that we are using as a feeder corn for our animals. This is the treatment with bacteria and at the same time mixture of nickel chloride alone without the bacteria. You can see a big difference here in the shoot mass. For the root mass, you can see here, this is the root in which we have only toxic chemical, and this is the control plant. There is no contamination here, and this is the bacteria plus the contamination, which is nickel chloride, or plus the contaminant, which is nickel chloride, which is much better than the contaminant alone. So actually, we can use these bacteria by reducing the ethylene content. We will be able to promote both shoot root and root weight. Measurement of photosynthetic pigment. In the same time also, you can see here chlorophyll A in treatment 5, 6, and 7 is better than the control treatment and treatment 2, 3, and 4, which is the toxic chemical alone. You can see here also chlorophyll B, same story here. Conclusion. ACC deaminase producing and heavy metal tolerant actinomycetes were demonstrated to promote corn, and we use this also for radish and for some fodder plant. To promote the growth under both photobiotic and greenhouse conditions in the presence of heavy metal contamination, such as nickel chloride, cobalt, and cadmium nitrate. The main mechanism involved in this plant growth promotion, in addition to plant growth regulators production, it is the importance of this enzyme, ACC deaminase enzyme, to reduce the stress ethylene and to promote the plant growth. The 5 actinomycetes that we used them in our study were very good producer of ACC deaminase, and they converted ACC to ammonia and alpha ketoglutarate. This is the first report to demonstrate that actinomycetes, not bacteria, can produce ACC deaminase and can promote and improve phytoremediation in heavy metal. And I did also this experiment with oil spill, and we have also a very good result here. There is a clear potential to use ACC deaminase producing actinomycetes for enhancing plant growth in heavy metal contaminated soil. It's expected that the current investigation will prompt further screening for actinomycete as a potential plant growth promoter for use in nutrient poor soil such as those in our country in the UAE. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for this very interesting talk.